Welcome. This is Tai Chi. We're going to be again doing the 8 pieces of brocade, the Qigong forms, otherwise known as the Ba Duan Jin in Chinese. Well, first we're going to start with just some breathing, a breathing exercise to reset our fight or flight, and just kind of allow ourselves to warm up and prepare for our practice. So you can close your eyes or you can have them open, whatever is comfortable for you. And just place your hands over your lower abdomen. And we're going to do a 3-second inhale through the nose and then a 5-second exhale, just controlling our breathing. So we'll start. And now is a good time to set your intention for the practice. Any of these exercises can be done in standing or sitting, whatever is comfortable for you. And when you're inhaling, you're breathing all the way down into the belly, into the low back. Breathing with the diaphragm. The abdomen should rise. The chest just is relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And then when you're ready, bring your feet just outside of your hips. And we'll start with the first form, which is 2 hands hold up the heavens. So we bring the hands up, interlocking the fingers. Once we get to about the level of the chest, we turn the hands and palms away from us and lift straight up towards the sky. The fingers release, and the arms and hands come down at the side, making like a circle. We inhale as we pull up, exhale as we push towards the sky. We do this 12 times. Really lift from the chest, extending the spine. Feet are firm against the ground. Pressing through the heels. Knees are just slightly bent. And this form helps to clear the energy of the organs, all the organ systems. Last time. And then we close out that form. And we can return to this position. Again, you can widen your stance if you want. This one you can go a little bit lower for when we do it, but it's whatever's comfortable to you. You can also leave your feet where they were before. And now we'll bring both hands up. Forearms are touching. And then we draw the bow. And as you draw the bow, you can squat down into the form a little bit more, rising up. Your extended hand makes the shape of an L with the index and thumb. And this form helps to strengthen the postural muscles and the back muscles. And exhale as we bring the hands together. And inhale as we draw. Good. And close that form. Turning to your stance. And then the next one is separating heaven and earth. And so we bring the hands up again to about the level of the heart. And then we switch in opposite directions, pressing up with one hand and pushing down with the other. And coming around to about shoulder height and gathering in the chi. And then again separating it with the opposite arms in the opposite direction. And then repeating that. Inhaling as we gather. And exhale as we separate. Two more, one to each side. And again, releasing form. Returning to our starting position. And next is the wise owl gazes backwards. So our hands, palms facing down, come to our side. Fingers are pointed forward. And we're going to turn the head and rotate the shoulders out, opening up the chest. And then coming back. And then going to the opposite side. And we exhale as we turn. Inhale as we return. Good. And closing that form. And now the next one, you want to get a good wide stance with your feet. A wide, what they call a wide horse riding stance. And the hands come onto the tops of the thighs, close to the knee. And you're going to keep the arms straight and lower the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. And then swing around to the opposite side. Sway the head, shake the tail. We exhale as we swing around. Inhale as we come up. And you can get as low into this stance as you feel comfortable. Taking rest breaks as you need to. And do 2 more. And last one. And then again, closing out that form. The next one, feet are just outside of the hips. Bring both hands, palms facing the back to the kidneys, to the low back, and then sliding them down the backs of the legs as far as you can comfortably. If you can come all the way down to the floor, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Coming up around the front inside of the legs. And then lifting the hands, palms facing each other, to the sky. Bringing that down. And then back to the low back. We'll do 3 more. And then closing out that form. And for the next one, we again come into a wide horse stance. And you can come as low as is comfortable. You bring your fists, or hands to a fist, and then elbows at your side. And then you're going to punch to one side and rotate. And then repeat to the other side. Exhaling as you punch. If it's too hard to twist, or if it's painful, you can punch straight out in front. Good. And for the last form in the 8 pieces of brocade, the hands can come at the side. You want your feet a good distance apart. Knees again are slightly bent. You want to lift up onto the toes and then drop down so that you feel sort of a shock wave coming through the bottoms of your feet and up through the body. And you can pause at the top if you can, and dropping down. And exhale as you drop down. Inhale as you lift up. Do 2 more. Good. Let me close that one out. That one's also known as the cure for 100 diseases. Hopefully one of those is the coronavirus. And that completes the 8 pieces of brocade. But we'll do a bonus one since we have a little bit of time. We'll do, like we did last week, the ward-off sequence, which is in the Yang style of Tai Chi. And for that one, you want to start holding the ball to one side. So you're standing kind of on one leg, and the other leg is, the toe is just there on the ground to stabilize you, and you hold the ball on that same side. And what you do, you compress the ball and step out. And then you bring the ball towards that direction, releasing, and then grasping the bird's tail, coming back around, closing the wrist, and then pushing chi. And then we turn, holding the ball to the opposite side. So then we can repeat again. You want to keep the shoulders up. On top of the hips. Especially when you're pushing, you don't want to let the shoulders come. You don't want to lean forward. You'll be off balance. I'm going to push, keeping the shoulders on top of the hips. Do a few more. One more to each side. And then we can just close that out. Coming back to our starting meditation stance. And here you can just slow your breathing, doing the same breathing exercises that we started with. Trying to 3-second inhale and the 5-second exhale. And you can stay in this position for as long as you feel you need to. It's a good time to give gratitude for the practice. And with the practice, you've hopefully created a sense of calm within your body. And you can just sit and enjoy that peace. And I want to thank you for joining me. And we'll see you next time.